I'm gonna go through the bent press. Bent press is a progression from the windmill. It says it in the name, you're gonna press the weight up, but the focus isn't so much on pressing the weight up, it's the focus is actually you compressing yourself under the weight and getting into a position where you can lock your arm out. A lot of people just muscle the weight up and then basically do a windmill. I want you to really focus on not elevating that hand or kettlebell very high. So bent presses, I generally do these with a narrower stance. I don't really like the wide stance. That's me personally, but you can do both. I'm gonna pick the kettlebell up, so I'm gonna do my clean, racking the weight. The weight is sitting in that little pocket between my forearm and my bicep. From here, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna rotate to look behind myself. Now I'm gonna position my hand in such a way that my forearm is gonna be vertical to the sky. I'm gonna have an open palm, lat is engaged, and from here I'm bending the knee and I'm reaching under the weight and touching the floor. Arms locked out, stand up, face the way I originally faced, bring it back down into the rack position. I'll turn slightly, so I rotate to look behind me. Forearm is vertical. Have to have that forearm vertical. If it's not vertical, I'm gonna fall. From there, I bend and lock the arm out at the same time. Stand up, rack it. Again, facing towards the camera now. I look back. My forearm is vertical. I bend, keeping that lat engaged. Stand up, look back at the camera, rack the weight, bring it down. So that's the bent press with a kettlebell, dumbbell, pretty much the same. Holding it in the rack position. Forearm wants to remain vertical. Squeeze my pec, squeeze my lat, rotate. Pec and lat are still engaged. Bend and I lock myself under it. Look at the height of the dumbbell. I don't want that to go much higher than where it currently is. So look at the backdrop and look how I get myself under the weight rather than pushing the weight up and then touching the ground. Really want to focus on compression of your body under the weight and really loading through that hip. If I was doing wrestling or jiu-jitsu, it's like when I do an uchimata or a hip toss or something like that. I'm really twisting through those hips. It's all coming from the hips and the obliques. Really great exercise for balancing out shoulder health in more of a frontal plane rather than always just up and down like we do in CrossFit and weightlifting programs.